Reserve time.
Alright, welcome back everyone. Not much of a break between games here, as it was pretty much just 5 minutes, if that. And we're already into our next match here after a very, very thrilling match between Game 1 between Shazam and compLexity. Was it 57 minutes? Shazam eventually taking it. The underdogs, I say with quotations, because technically they're the higher seed right now in the tournament. I think most people would put compLexity as the favorites.
Team ban.
But here we sit with Shazam 1 game up in this best of 3 between them and compLexity. I want to remind you guys, this is Dota 2 Canada Cup. We are in the winner's bracket, so whichever team loses here, they're not eliminated. They're still going to have another chance going forward. But the winner will go on to play Digital Chaos in round 2. So another really anticipated game, I think. No matter which team wins here, the match against Digital Chaos is going to be a really great one as well.
Team ban.
Let's just quickly look at our draft here, and there's already one thing that immediately stands out here for compLexity, and that is a first round ban on the Elder Titan. We've been kind of seeing Elder Titan sometimes getting first round bans, sometimes being let through, sometimes immediately getting first picked, and other times just being completely left alone in the draft. We already saw
Reserve time.
Pandago have a pretty damn good performance on it as the stand-in for Shazam. And compLexity going to respect it and ban it out here. But let's catch up on our other bans. We had the Slaughter and the Doom as the first initial bans from Shazam. And that Elder Titan as well as a Beastmaster for compLexity. On to our initial picks is Vengeful Spirit and Bounty Hunter with the pickups for Shazam. And Darkseer Invoker for compLexity. Look forward to that. As for our next round of bans, it's the Earth Spirit and the Phoenix banned out by Shazam. And they start banning out some TC heroes as they ban out the Lone Druid and the Faceless Void.
Reserve time.
Now that we're all caught up, let's well, I guess maybe address this Oracle pick from compLexity. Guess there's not too much to say about Oracle yet, because we only have an Invoker and a Darkseer to go with it. So not too much to talk about there, but
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, my goodness, what a game 1 we had there. You know what?
Reserve time.
I'm still not even convinced with the build that TC went with there. I don't know. The Radiance build was a little weird. I guess he definitely needed something to accelerate his farm. So, in that regard, what are you looking at? I guess there's 3 items. There's Midas, there's Battle Fury, and there's Radiance. He went with the Radiance.
I speak for the trees.
Oh, a little weird, but I guess it ended up working out for them. Although, to be honest, I really feel like compLexity was in a better position in that game for a long time. And then all of a sudden Shazam kind of came back with a couple big plays and a couple big fights. And then it was compLexity up against the ropes. And then even still, compLexity ended up going with a couple misplays. And Shazam capitalized on them. But we got a couple more heroes added on here. Spirit Breaker is going to be the pickup for compLexity. Looking forward to see Z-Freak on his Spirit Breakers. He always does a hell of a job on Spirit Breaker. But Shazam, they've picked up the Nature's Prophet and the Timbersaw.
Remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So I guess one of those...
Reserve time.
I guess you put the Timbersaw safe lane, Nature's Prophet off lane. And you're still just waiting on a mid hero, and then you've got the support duo of the Vengeful Spirit and the Bounty Hunter. compLexity, you've got your offlane Darkseer Invoker mid, and the support duo of Oracle Spirit Breaker. Which we've seen compLexity run this before as well, the Spirit Breaker Darkseer combo, and basically you just have Swindle Mounds throw the Ion Shell onto Z-Freak, and then he charges someone, and it provides the extra little bit of damage that you typically need on a Spirit Breaker gank to secure some kills. I'm actually really going to think here with their final ban. It's going to be a Death Prophet. So removing some more push potential from Shazam. I believe we have seen MSS play it recently.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
What I don't know is if TC plays Timbersaw.
Reserve time.
I can quickly cheat because I do have the DotA buff open right now. Does TC play Timbersaw? It doesn't look like it. Not in his most played heroes. In competitive matches, at least. Doesn't really look like he's been practicing it either in non-competitive matches, so I don't know. I don't know who's going to be playing the Timber, but Sven's going to be the ban.
Dire team pick.
So what is the game plan here from Shazam? Lifestealer is going to be the pick, so TC is going to be on the Lifestealer.
Turn to pick.
And what do we have? A mid-Nature's Prophet for MSS and Timbersaw on the offlane on Brax? For Brax? Or are we going to see MSS mid the Timbersaw? That could be a possibility. Either way, the Timbersaw is a nice way to deliver the Lifestealer, and you also have the Bounty Hunter as well. I like it. Final pick from compLexity is going to be the Jug. So it's going to give them a hero that's going to be able to fight more mid-game. And it is going to be an MSS Timbersaw. To be honest, right now I really like Shazam's draft. It's a little bit different, but I like it. Even though compLexity, I mean, those are some comfort heroes for them for sure.
10 seconds remaining.
We've seen them basically draft almost exactly this whole thing several times before. Well, we're into it, so without further ado, let's introduce our teams and our players. As on our Radiant side is going to be Team compLexity. We're going to have Swindlemelons playing the Darkseer, Limp on the Juggernaut, Chessie on the Invoker, Z-Freak on the Spirit Breaker, and Handskin playing the Oracle. On to our Dire side, where we got Team Shazam. We've got Brax playing the Nature's Prophet, MSS playing the Timbersaw, Lifestealer played by TC, Jason on the Vengeful Spirit, and the stand-in Pandago on the Bounty Hunter, who did a hell of a job in Game 1. But Shazam currently up 1 game in this best of 3 as we start Game 2 of the Dota 2 Canada Cup winners bracket quarterfinals here between compLexity and Shazam.
30 seconds to battle.
There's 2 sets of sentries on the side of compLexity, so really looking to shut down Pandago and that Bounty Hunter in the mid. We've got 1 set of sentries on Pandago. At least I assume it's 1 set.
The battle begins.
So either team securing their bounty runes here, as Timbersaw is going to get the bottom one. And we are going to see Timbersaw against Invoker in the mid lane. Timbersaw has been going with like this new build where you actually max reactive armor first. Wonder if we're going to see that here against the Invoker in the mid. Pandago already starting to be a nuisance in the mid lane, harassing Chessie. Let's quickly jump around and see what we've got going on in our other lanes. And our bottom lane is going to be an off lane Nature's Prophet, going up against a safe lane farming Juggernaut, supported by an Oracle.
Bottom tower is under
Top
attack.
lane, it's going to be, well, the Spirit Breaker roaming around, but it's going to be an off lane Darkseer. He's going up against safe lane farming Lifestealer, supported by Avenge. We already have 1 point in reactive armor for MSS. Imagine, yeah, he's going to go whirling probably. Then max reactive. Charge from Z-Freak towards the mid lane where MSS has dove past the tower, putting pressure onto Chessie, but maybe he's gone too far. Z-Freak gonna stun him up, but the tower's switched off. It's on the creeps now. And now Chessie's in trouble as we're gonna have a port in here from Brax, and we might have first blood going the way of Shazam. They need another attack. They're not gonna find it. They're gonna turn around and start going and getting some damage onto Z-Freak, who's now gonna charge Pandago. And Shazam have now maybe gone too deep. But looks like they're all gonna be able to get out of there safely.
Radiant's
As
middle
Pandago
tower
opens
is
up
under
onto
attack.
Chessie, one more attack. He'll find it. First blood goes to Pandago and Shazam. After a little bit of a goofy situation there where we had heroes chasing each other well beyond the tier 1 tower and going back and forth. We're not sure who was winning in that engage, but eventually it ends up in Shazam finding the last hit on the Invoker. As Pandago, the stand-in, delivers again.
Warriors of the wood.
And the Limp just going to go pick up his boots, I'm assuming. Yeah, there it is. But Pandago, again, just being there, being annoying. Brings Limp down to just over 200 HP. But he has Healing Ward already skilled, so he'll use that if he feels it necessary. He's got a Healing Salve as well. But with sitting on full mana, it makes more sense to use a Healing Ward, so he'll do that. MSS now. 2 points in reactive, 2 points in whirling. So I mentioned that compLexity, they've run this a lot with the Darkseer and the Spirit Breaker combo. And they ran it before you even had the introduction
Radiant's
of
bottom tower
this
is
camp
under attack.
in the offlane. And that has strengthened it so much because now we see, the Darkseer just kind of backs away, goes and farms up a camp, and that creates a little bit of space for Z-Freak to get the levels that he needs in the offlane. Now he's about to hit level 3, and with Swindle's able to come back up here and take control of the lane and free Z-Freak up to rotate away, and he can just hide off to the side and decide whether or not he's going to charge anywhere. Notice we already have an observer ward here though. That's mainly to kind of track where Z-Freak is going. But for the most part, he's just been staying up top. Pandago comes in. He'll open up onto Z-Freak. Here comes Jason and TC. Will they be able to get a stun off onto Z-Freak? The answer is yes, as he was trying to charge away. They're going to use the open wounds as well, but man, that surge allows him to get so far away from them. Pandago will just open up, but he's not able to cancel the TP because he didn't have any mana for a shuriken toss. And Swindle's now forced to TP away, and he goes all the way back to Fountain to get his mana back up, as there isn't really any creeps pushing near his tower. But Z-Freak with the long charge all the way from his Fountain. He's going to be on Brax, and he's going to hope that Brax is going to push forward here. And he's going to do so, and at the worst possible time. He will get under the safety of his tower, but it's not really all that safe. As the first kill for compLexity is now on the board. But somehow, Swindlemelon's leading again in terms of last hits on Darkseer. I don't know how he does it. But 34-0 right now. He's ahead of TC in the same lane, who's at 32-7, who once again is beating compLexity's safe lane carry, which is actually limp this time. Whereas last time, of course, we saw it as Chessie, who was playing the Lone Druid. But Chessie's fallen behind a little bit in the mid lane as well, as he's at 26-7 CS, and MSS is sitting at 31-4. And once again, Infused Raindrops getting picked up by the mid laners, or at least one of the mid laners. Shazam already showing that maybe they're going to push here with this catapult wave. But Swindle says doubles up his Ion Shell, and that pretty much shuts down that wave. Pandago starts rotating towards mid. But Jason's here as well, and oh, Chessie. Are they baiting the Pandago? Maybe, but Jason tries to walk in for a stun, but Z-Freak, as he charges through, gonna stun up the Vengeful Spirit, but they're still gonna find the kill on the the Invoker. As MSS getting very, very low, in fact, he'll go down. So both mid laners have died. Z-Freak's gonna go down as well, so compLexity loses too. And again, another win in one of those engagements for Shazam. Swindle actually went down to the bottom lane to get a little farm while all that stuff was going on. And Limp now moving into the jungle. Brax has found an Invis rune, so he's gonna just get out where this Darkseer is going and what he's doing. He might just stand and leech some of the XP. Yeah, that looks like exactly what he's gonna do. Limp starts going down towards the bottom, but oh, Pandago's coming here.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And this could be a really easy kill for them with the Sprout onto the Darkseer. He does just barely have enough mana to be able to break out of it, but they're not even going to need the Sprout, as Pandago just does enough with a right click and a shuriken. That helps push him closer and closer to level 6, so he's going to have track. Already level 5.5.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Mech already completed by Swindlemelons. And on his respawn, he's going to TP up to the top lane, where he's going to appear right next to MSS. They're going to use the glyph to delay the push of this tier 1 tower, but it's at 35 HP. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to contest for the deny there. They're going to lock down MSS for a second, and Z-Freak charges in as well. But they're just going to turn this around, and now it's Z-Freak. The one who charged in is on the run. And he's dead. MSS getting the kill there. 5-2 now in favor of Shazam. Shazam is playing some damn good Dota right now.
Come to me.
I really wonder what the odds were. I should have checked going into this game, but
Wish fulfilled.
Armlet picked up by TC. Armlet and Mech are really the only big items that we see picked up so far. Still haven't seen anything from Timber yet. We expect it's going to be a Bloodstone though. And Midas is shortly going to be coming out for Chessie as Swindle Melons goes down in the top lane. Nice TP in from Brax to secure that kill for them. And Limp with a Void Stone. Or is that just building into a Battle Fury and he's gone with the Void Stone first? Nemesis has come down to help defend. He's just going to jump right onto Handskin. With the Chakrams out, this is going to be a dead Oracle. We've got the track out from Pandego, so they get the extra gold from it. Meanwhile, TC's just pushing in the top lane. Swindlemelon's going to TP in, and TC just stands there and mans up on him.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Some spam pings were coming out from MSS there, I think, telling TC to get back, or maybe that he was getting charged. Probably that he was getting charged, because here comes Z-Freak, who will actually just cancel it.
Illusion.
Jason picks up an illusion rune there, as Chessie has completed his Midas.
Uproot and after them.
Top lane, TC gonna get bashed. He's gonna go down there. Sunstrike providing a little bit of necessary damage there to finish him off. As Z-Freak is gonna get sprouted, so they're not gonna get out of there scot-free.
Put out into passenger.
They got the kill onto TC, but it's gonna cost them. And looks like it might just be the Spirit Breaker. I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to find Swindle Melons here, but it's gonna have Surge up in 2 seconds, and looks like they have caught him. He's gonna eat his way out of the trees, but there's Handskin coming in to save him. It's still gonna be close. And I don't know. No, he's going to go down as soon as the false promise expires there. So he's dead, and now it's going to cost Handskin his life as well. It was close. He almost saved Swindle Melons. In the end, it just ends up in an extra 2 kills. Or I guess an extra 1 kill for Shazam.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Chessie trying to put pressure on the mid-tier 1, but there's Pandego coming in, getting the track off. Brax teleport in. We're going to have a swap back from Jason.
Outside
And Chessie's dead.
Nothing.
So compLexity trying to be greedy out on the map, trying to eke out a little bit here and there. And every time, Shazam is just there to counter them. With that global presence of the Nature's Prophet being able to TP in. But also, just Pandego always being in the right spot. With the Bounty Hunter to provide that little bit of extra damage that compLexity just isn't ready for. Look at that. We had an early mech purchased by Swindle Melons, but Pandego's just finished his as well. That's an early mech on the side of Shazam. Is Z-Freak gonna charge away here? He's gonna run right into MSS. He stops to try and TP, but Chakra meets him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And this one's looking pretty one-sided right now in favor of Shazam, and I don't know. compLexity are going to have enough to fight back here. Bottom tier 1 tower goes down as they just need to find a way to stop the bleeding, and Jason's going to get a swap off. Limp's going to get a kill there on the Jason for it. Chessie only drops down to half. TC going to jump out of the infest. Nice wall coming down from Swindles. But they'll heal Chessie back up, and it's just going to be the death on the Venge so far, as Limp now going to get caught in a Sprout. But he'll spin his way back out. Z-Freak comes charging on in onto Brax. Handskin's going to be the target for Shazam. They're going to find that. And Z-Freak tries to go into MSS here, as MSS actually just now running away. But now Brax is, I don't know how that happened. He ends up in the middle of everyone. MSS re-engages, gets the kill onto Z-Freak. Oh, the Sunstrike hole. That was so close to hitting MSS, but doesn't hit him. Pandego now Getting spun on by Limp, and who MSS just barely able to TP away there. Before Chessie rounds the corner and finds him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So I guess that was a bright moment in the game so far for compLexity, but it's just kind of an example of how poorly it's been going for them. It ends up in them gaining about 500 gold on Shazam. It's certainly not ideal trading 2 for 2. And MSS has his soul booster completed. Let's see if we're going to charge into mid. We'll cancel it. So on the end of that, we also had an Echo Saber completed by TC as well. And an eye on the mid tower, not giving compLexity anything here. What about Limp? Still quite a ways before his Battle Fury is going to be finished. Swindlemon's up to 2,000, almost 2,100 gold. So if he's going for a Blink Dagger, that'll give them quite a bit more team fight. Shazam uses a scan. It's going to find someone from compLexity rotating through it.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
compLexity's going to get the top tier 1 here. Shazam was going for a little bit of a trade. They're not going to get it in the mid. I think they thought losing that top tier 1 was inevitable and didn't really worry too much about it. Yeah, Shazam just basically used the time to sit back and farm. Finish some of the items that they've been working on. It's a Bloodstone completed by MSS. TC now up to 900 gold. Pandago at 1,200. What about Brax? Almost Orchid completed. Almost has the second Oblivion staff done. Needs another 100 gold. Or he can buy the quarter staff and finish that one out. Oh, Chessie's going to get stunned up here by Jason. As Brax once again teleports in. Track's already down. They're going to find the kill onto the Invoker.
Lie fallow in your grave.
And they try to get away from there. I'm not sure if Jason's going to be able to get out. Zephyric's actually going to jump onto Pandago, who's then going to get swapped by Jason. It's actually going to end up with both of them dying. MSS on the other side, cutting out the creep wave in the mid. Zephyric's going to get the charge off and go on him. But he's a little bit too far ahead of his teammates, so he'll back away as soon as he lands that charge. Battle Fury now completed by Limp, up to another 2,000 gold. It'll help accelerate his farm, but it's not going to do much to help them right now.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, Brax even sniping the courier there as it was going to the secret shop. One thing that's still good for compLexity is they've been getting bullied and beat up all around the map, but they haven't lost a lot of towers. They've only lost the tier 1 in the top and the bottom. Their top tier 2 still is about half HP. Mid tier 1, although it's getting kind of low, and the bottom tier 2 is getting pretty low as well. They are still up. Look, there's TC and an Ancient here. Zephyrix charging in. Nice wall vacuum onto 3. Deafening Brass. TC just going to jump out of the Ancient there. He's going to try to go onto Handskin. Meanwhile, Limp trying to chase after Brax. Will be able to escape. There is TC. Just runs right back to his team. Zephyrix with another charge will get the kill onto Brax as TC tries to man up on the Limp, but they're just going to man up on him instead as Swindlemon's getting the kill there. Meanwhile, MSS jumps to a tree and Jason dies as Shazam falling apart in this team fight. compLexity coming back in this. But MSS looks to have escaped and keeping his 12 charges on his Bloodstone intact.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Ziefried getting the charge off on MSS. They don't have enough to finish him off. Or really even get him close.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Well, they get the tier 2 down to about half damage. Half HP. Definitely a big team fight win there for compLexity. They were not looking like they were in a good spot whatsoever. By killing, what was it, 3, I think? Heroes on the side of Shazam. They got the Nature's Prophet, they got the Lifestealer, and yeah, they got the Venge. 3.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This one's going to go on the limb. Backing, going to bring back 3 of them. But compLexity's not done. They're going to look to re-engage here. Ziefried charging in, going to stun up MSS right as he was timber chaining, but nice swap from Jason, but it's not going to be enough to keep the timber saw alive, and now Jason's going to go down as well. The compLexity's starting to close the gap here, 12 to 15. So switch on over to net worth, and our top 3 net worth are now all on the side of compLexity. It was more so in Shazam's favored, but not anymore. And the gold
Dire's
graph.
middle tower is
Look
under
at this.
attack.
What a turnaround. 3,500 gold in favor of Shazam, and now it's 3,000 in favor of compLexity. You get that tier 2 tower in the mid lane as well. XP. Jeez. 7,500 ahead.
Regeneration.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're going to add on a few more items. You got Blink Dagger picked up by MSS. Yule Scepter now just getting picked up by Chessie. So we'll actually quickly cycle through everyone, make sure we haven't missed anything. As Swindlemounds has his mech. Force Staff, we haven't seen that. As Brax going to snipe the Courier. The last auto attack didn't do it. Yeah, Force Staff on Swindlemounds. And he's picked up a Perseverance. Going to get the deny here on the mid tower, but
Radiant's middle tower has been
we saw him get that Battle Fury. He's added on a Shadow Blade and an Ultimate Orb. Chessie still just with Midas Drums, not really too much to his name. As that Yule Scepter is going to get delivered to him, and it's going to be a Silver Edge for Limb. Z-Freak's gone Earn Vlad's, which he just picks up. And Hanskin just right now sitting with the Arcanes. For Shazam, we've got Brax who went Drums Orchid. MSS with the Bloodstone, which is now unfortunately at 8 charges on his last death there. He has just picked up a Blink Dagger. TC went Armlet, Echo Saber, now Blink. Jason just with his Arcane Boots and a Cloak. And Pandago went Arcane Boots, Mech. And now he's carrying a gem. So what's the game plan here for Shazam? Obviously they felt like they were in a good spot. They were getting kills. They were pretty much bullying compLexity all over the place as Pandago snipes the Courier there. Limp now getting caught out. And this is exactly what Shazam was doing before, getting these pickoffs. They just need to make sure that they're constantly capitalizing. It looks like they're going to get a tier 2 tower here. You think back to how they got themselves back in the game in game 1.
Dire's bottom tower is under
It was through getting pickoffs and catching Swindlemounds out in crucial moments, and now they're going to catch Z-Freak out as compLexity once again just being a little bit too aggressive in the positioning in the bottom lane. Z-Freak going to charge away, but that's going to leave Hanskin and Chessie here as swap from Jason going to bring back Chessie. But Meatball Deafening Blast will allow him to escape, so it's just going to be
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
the Oracle is going to die in the bottom lane as Chessie and Swindlemounds are able to escape there. Those are the kind of plays that Shazam needs to keep going to get themselves back in this game. Now, ideally, they want to keep the lanes pushed so that they can do that more so on complexity side of the map so they can take down some of the other towers. And of course, once you have those 2 tier 2 towers down, then it becomes a little bit more difficult trying to push uphill. Now we see Lotus Orb on Swindles.
Come!
And Pandago's going to pick up a Blink. Smoke here from complexity. Limp, Handskin, and Swindles. They're going to start making their way towards the dire side of the map. Going up past the Ancients. They're going to run right into TC and Pandago, but Limp has popped his Silver Edge, so they know ahead of time.
Hold for me.
They are still going to have the Blink away. Pandago's off to the side. Doesn't look like nothing's going to really happen here. Brack's still farming way up to 4,000 gold. There's 4 heroes on the bottom. Prepare for something. I heard it infest. Who's it going to be in? It's going to be inside MSS. Will's trying to push up past the tower, creating a little bit of space for complexity, and they're going to get this tier 2 uncontested.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Warriors of the wood.
And complexity now positioning themselves inside the Roche pit. And they're going to start it. Oh, their smoke just got popped, and they're going to get a swap off here onto Z-Freak. MSS tries the Timber Chain, but there's no trees left there. Z-Freak's going to be the first to go down. Jason's going to go down as well. As a wall comes down, not really the best. It's just going to create an illusion of MSS. Brax died as he came in there, so now Shazam will back away, being down an extra hero.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Buyback from the Venge, and they'll start.
Double damage.
Making sure that complexity are unable to take Roche here, and it looks like
middle
they'll
tower is under attack.
not risk it. They got punished twice last game. Going for Roche.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Willemant's going to Lotus Orb himself as he's just constantly charging forward into Shazam. He knows he has backup right behind him as here comes Z-Freak. Swimmel's drops almost immediately down to half HP. Brax comes in, gets a Sprout off. There's a vacuum but no wall because it's still on cooldown. Brax tries to TP away, but he dies. MSS still sitting with TC inside of him. Where is the lifestealer? We haven't seen it yet. Still not popping out of the Timber Saw. And Shazam lose that team fight with their lifestealer still inside of Timber. 3 dead on the side of Shazam. No buybacks on the Vengeful Spirit or the Bounty Hunter. Brax has his, but he may not use it here.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Tier 3 goes down in the bottom lane. Melee Rack's about to fall. One more attack. There it is. Range Rack's going to fall as well. And they're going to move right to the mid lane and go after this tier 3. And Shazam not able to defend here. And still no buyback coming out from Brax. I think they feel like even if Brax bought back, they wouldn't be able to defend here. But he's going to buy back with 8 seconds left on his respawn as MSS and TC try to engage here. But not able to do much as MSS getting very, very low to that Omni Slash from Limp. We lost TC. Brax in the back line. Gonna get a Sprout off. But he's dead, and this could be the end of Shazam for this game. We're gonna get the kill on a Pandago as well, and yeah, I think we might just have a GG come out here from Shazam. Dual Stepper gonna toss Jason up in the air. Z-Freak's gonna get the charge off. We're gonna have a full 5-man wipe. And there it is. Good game gets called. So we're going to a game 3. Shazam started off this game really, really well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They got a lot of pickoffs. They got a huge advantage early on, and then one disaster team fight brought compLexity right back into the game. And from that point forward, they didn't really look back. Ended up 22-18 in terms of kills. 31 minutes. Didn't feel like that long of a game. But compLexity take this and even the best of 3 up at 1 game apiece. So we're going to go to a third and final decisive match between compLexity and Shazam. We'll be back in just a few minutes with that. Once again, guys, I was Niz. Thanks so much for stopping by and enjoying the games with me. But we've got one more to cover to close out our night here. compLexity versus Shazam. Who will take it? Who will advance into the next round of the winner's bracket and go up against Digital Chaos? And who will drop down to the loser's bracket to play against... I don't exactly know. But either way, we know the winner is going to play against Digital Chaos, and that's who we want to find out, because that's going to be a really exciting match. But we'll find out who it will be, or at least we'll start to find out who it will be in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.